Hello, good day to all of you. Today I'm going to speak on one of the topic which was sent to me by the high school graduates and some of the college students as well. So they asked me some of the questions and asked me to express my opinion on that one. They also shared some of their memories to help the situation, and there are 5 to 6 questions which I will address in this video clip, and I hope that it will help them to figure out the situations. So the first question or query is that my parents talk to me like I'm a 10-year-old kid. Yeah, I understand it. It's because maybe the relationship is parent-child relationship, and that's why it happens. Parents often they speak the way they are talking to some 10-year-old kid, no matter what his age, no matter how many achievements you have, or what is your academic qualification or level of intelligence. They will talk to you like a kid because your relationship with them is a parent-child relationship. So accept it, try to accept it, try to understand them. And if it is being repeated so many times, then you may share your input to your parent that you listen it them, uh, and you understand pretty much on the first time, or like in that way. So this happens this way, and you may understand it that way. The second query is, my father has done nothing for me, and he doesn't have enough money for me. So yeah, this is pretty much about the financial situations. And since these questions are sent by the high school grads and college grads, I understand it. So many of these young kids, young people wants to have a professional skills, or want to develop a professional skills or professional courses. They want to go to on the trips or vacations, or sometimes they want to develop some kind of a hobby, and that's why they need a money. And they went to their parents asking for money, and they say that they don't have a money or something like that. So you may try to understand that that every parent has their own responsibilities in terms of financial responsibility. They have their own expenses and bills. So you may consider it like, don't say like my father has done nothing for me, or he doesn't have a money. uh, Try to understand or try to complete the sentence like, my father does as per his best capability, or like my mother does as per her best capability, or my parents do as per their best capability. So it will be easy to understand, it will be easy to understand them, and it will be easy to understand you by them. So consider this statement this way. The next one is, yeah, one of the student asked me that why the fathers in generally talk like in brief. Why don't they talk a little bit more or share more details, like that way. So to understand the situations, I talked to a few people, and then and finally I got a good response, which I would like to quote here. One of the man, he said that, I talk brief because I believe that my kid will understand like in one or two sentence, and I think that's enough. And I don't want to tell him an entire essay of instruction, because that will be boring, and that is convincing. I think fathers believe that talking in brief will be like enough to convey the message, or whatever they want to say. So don't take it like that, well, like they just talk in a brief, and they don't want to talk more, or like that. They just don't want to tell you an entire set of instructions. So that is the I think that is the perfect response by them. The next one is, okay, talking about the brief one, I want to share one of my experience that I think I was very young. I went to shopping with my father to one of the mega mall and in the city. I directly entered into kids section. I pick up few things, then I join him at the cashier's table. So I was just standing like waiting for my turn, and suddenly I heard a voice like, in a queue and 1 meter far. So I was surprised to listen that. Yeah, I to my father actually told me like at that time that he spoke the sentences just like in a queue and 1 meter far. That is it, bro. So I stand in a queue and then we pay the bills and when came out when then we went to the home. But I think that that event from that day, I think I learned about like I always be careful about following queues because particularly on that day, my father told me that be in a queue and keep the distance of 1 meter. So that's what I most of the times when I'm on the airport or like in a public place or a restaurant, I always keep the distance of a meter and I follow the queue. The next one is about the English. Yeah, so this query or like this point was sent to me by one of the supervisor of the school. He's serving at the school where medium of instruction is English. So every course and syllabus is in English. And he also shared me some of the details that most of the parents studied in the not in English like in other languages in the vernacular mediums. So and their kids right now studying in English medium. So there is a communication gap, or sometimes we see that in parents teacher meetings, these children feel embarrassed because their parents are not able to communicate in English. To those boys and girls, I want to say that English is for communication. So the purpose of learning English is communication. And as far as about the parents teacher meetings or anywhere in the like or at the public place or some ceremony, family ceremony, or like some other like birthday parties or somewhere else, as far as the parents, our parents are able to communicate with the people, English is not mandatory. If they prefer some other language, it's okay. We don't need to feel embarrassed about that one. The last one is that my parent doesn't know about the recent technological development, yet they try to be stubborn on what they believe. Okay, yeah, got it. I understand the point. Yeah, so yeah, I'll quote one of the recent technological development in our country, which is a FASTag. Paying uh, that highway tickets, or what we say in India. Yeah. So at the toll plaza, right? So Indian government recently developed a system of fasting, and we feel quite uncomfortable to pay because we had a system of paying it like a toll plaza in the cash or in the card, by the card or by the cash. So our parent doesn't know, and when we show them this technologies, they quite feel uncomfortable because they never did paid like these tickets in online or like in automatic way. The another experience is about the electricity bill department. uh, Many of the parents like they have a habit of paying the electricity bill by visiting the electricity board's office, and the recent development is that we can also pay the bill by sitting down on the sofa at a home. So yeah, sometimes our parents tell us to to pay the bills or visit some offices, government offices, and finish the work, or to deliver some couriers or do some other things. And we know that we can do it online with the help of internet and few clicks, but they don't know about that, and they pretty much believe that things can only be done by visiting personally at some office or some institution or university. So just talk to them and explain them and share like like knowledge of the technological developments in the country, and it will be easy conversation. There will be a easiness like on the ground. So these are the all questions. Thank you very much for sending me questions, and I hope that some of these answers will help you to understand the situations and how to respond it. uh, there might be more questions. You may send it to me, but and there is a possibility that the answer which I shared or responses which I like shared in this video, there might be other solutions as well. These are not the only solutions. You may also based on situations solutions vary. So I just expressed my opinion. These are, don't consider this as like particular solution or like 100% applicable source. Just I try to understand the questions and I responded to it. So that is it. Have a good day, have a great day, and goodbye.